Hello, friends. Forgive the sun, it is in my eye, but I wanted to go live because, number one, I got a drink, half of one, third of one, left from Dunkin' Donuts. So I'm going to be on here coughing. And then number two, I had a question from one of our future Black Life coaches. So I want to jump on here and answer. I am sitting outside of the supermarket. I'm about to go buy me some wine. Y'all know what wine is? My favorite is Prosecco. I'm officially out. I popped my last bottle of Prosecco when we celebrated the launch of my documentary. I'm looking around because the sun is really blazing on the side of my face, so I'm going to try to drive and talk to y'all as I relocate. But I really wanted to jump on and chat with you for a bit. So let's see how I'm going to do this. How am I going to do this? Because people probably going to look at me like I'm crazy. And I am a little bit, but you know. Hope I don't hit nothing. Hold on. Should have did this before I went live, but welcome to reality TV, right? Okay. So, you're going to see people walk by, drive by. I just had to get my... There we go. Look at the shade. Okay. So, one of our future Black Life coaches asked me the question of what the difference was between giving advice and helping a client get to action steps in a coaching session. So, I wanted to jump on and chat about that. If you're new here, hey girl, I'm Dr. AJ Austin, sporting my boss mom cap in support of my college roommate. This is her clothing line that I purchased. A lot of stuff that said boss mom. I'm a boss auntie though. Nobody's mama. Anywho, I wanted to jump on and get this out so that I can share it in my future Black Life Coaches Facebook group. If you're not a member of our future Black Life Coaches Facebook group, you should be. I posted in the comments for you so you can go join us. It's over at www.futureblackcoaches.com. There we go. Let me make sure Facebook lets me. Oh, of course I spelled it wrong. www.futurebblacklifecoaches.com. That's the place to be. Say hello when you come in the room if you're watching with me live. Oh, I still misspelled it. Look at this. Look at this. Let's try this one more time. www.futurebblacklifecoaches.com. Sure y'all hear the traffic loud and clear. I do. Okay, I keep hitting E's instead of W. futurebblacklifecoaches.com. There we go. That's our free Facebook group. If you tap it, you get to activate your complimentary VIP membership. futurebblacklifecoaches.com. Now, this is where one of our coaches is, Coach Jada. Hey, Coach Jada. So she sent me a question. She just launched into our new one-day life coach certification training for Black women of faith. So if you're a Black woman, hey, girl. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, founder of the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC, where I train Black women of faith to become certified life coaches online in one day. And so one of our coaches just started our program. We had a great 5-day Future Black Life Coach Masterclass the last couple days. And she raised her hand and said yes to becoming a coach. And she just sent me a question today. And I said, I'm going to jump on and do a live and share it in our group. So I came to you guys first here on the page, because I know y'all be feeling like y'all missing out in the Facebook group. Child, futurebblacklifecoaches.com is the place to be. Okay, so I wrote down what she asked. She wanted to know the difference between action steps versus giving advice as a new coach. Now, if you have watched any of my hundreds upon hundreds of videos that are out on the interwebs, you know that I talk about how life coaches do not give advice. We do not share our opinion. We don't roll our neck and let our earrings sway and tell people what they coulda, shoulda, woulda, oughta did. That's not a coach. We're also not counselors. So we don't deal with the person's past. How does that make you feel? Why do you think you act this way? What happened in your childhood? Why do you have mommy issues, daddy issues, commitment issues, relationship issues, blah, blah, blah. We don't do that. We specifically focus on the present. I always do this when I explain this. Where you are versus where you want to be. That's your potential. So we're here. Like on Hitch, where he told him to stay right here. That was his dance. We dance right here with the present. Where are you? What do you want? And how can I help you get to your potential? where you want to be. So you go from doing the two-step, offbeat like me because I can't dance, to the electric slide and the snake. That's our new dance. Where you are to where you want to be. Got it? That's a coach. So what that also means is you as a coach, when you're professionally trained, when you're skilled, when you're qualified, when you're certified as one of our Black women Christian certified life coaches, you are equipped to help ask really, really good, powerful, transformative, life-changing questions that help a person get from two-stepping to cabbage patching. Okay? Y'all know these names. Don't act. Y'all laughing. I know. So what that means is you can ask them, what is your goal? How can I help you get there? What resources do you think you need? What have you tried in the past? What didn't work? What would you like to see happen? Why do you want this goal? What will be the result of this goal? What outcome are you hoping for? What if it doesn't happen? Have you seen anyone else successfully reach this goal? What can you do? What do you think is the missing piece? You notice these are all questions that I'm asking. These are example questions that you would ask your coaching client about where they are and getting to where they want to be. That's the safest way to not give advice, share your opinion, rolling your neck, telling people what they could have, should have, ought to did, when you focus on asking questions, because questions are so powerful. I've always heard it explained that when you're asked a question or when you ask someone a question, the brain instantly goes into figure it out mode. So it starts to look for answers. And because your client already knows their answer, because you don't have their answer, that's not a coach, but you have the right questions, that's going to turn that knob just a little bit to help your clients get the answers that they're searching for. So that way, you're not giving them advice. You're not telling them what to do. You're not sharing your opinion, but you're asking them what they want, how they want to get there, what they've tried, if they've seen examples of success in this area. And to sum it up, you're doing what one of my first $1 million mentors taught us. He taught us about taking little mini action steps. So let's say you have a client who wants to make $1 million in their business. Well, you sit and you play around with your numbers. That's what I've been doing, sitting here in the car, enjoying my rest of my matcha, chai, oat milk, sweet foam, latte, whatever this is. I don't think it's a latte because I ain't no coffee in it, but anyway, I've been sitting here having a drink with myself, writing out numbers for the different quarters of the year based on revenue that I've made, what I want to see myself make, and how I know I can get there by putting a number on it. That's little micro steps. So you're going to help your client take that bigger goal, whatever it may be, $1 million, $100,000, $20,000, whatever their goal is. Maybe it's to lose weight. And you're going to help walk them back little by little in little tiny micro wins, action steps. Hey, Shane. And so you're going to, let's see, I need to find a better example. So let's say your client wants to lose 20 pounds. How to get them into action and creating action steps versus giving them advice and telling them what to do is to say, well, how much do you weigh today? How much time are you giving yourself to lose this 20, 25 pounds? Okay, now let's plot out action steps. What are you willing to do to get there? Either it's daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, whatever. Based on that time frame of the goal that the client wants to achieve, you help them, okay, what can you do on Monday? What time? Is it every Monday, every other Monday? What's going to be your accountability process? How can I help hold you accountable as your coach? You see how that's like pulling out of them what's there, because it's going to shed a spotlight on what they're willing to do to get there and not you telling them what to do to get there. So you don't have their answers because you don't want to train your clients to come to you for answers. You want to train them to answer really good questions where their answers already lie within. That 20-pound lighter version of themselves know exactly what they're willing to do to get there. know exactly how they want to be held accountable, know exactly what they won't do, and know exactly how they need support to show up for them in their life. So hopefully this has made some sense to you. It's a lot of activity right now. I thought on a Sunday everything would be chill, but I think everybody got hungry and or thirsty and wanted a bottle of wine like I did and came out of the house. But that's what happens when you go live in public. Everything, okay? So I just wanted to jump on here, give a brief example of what it means to help your clients set action steps versus you giving them advice. When you as a coach give clients advice, you put yourself in a position to be sued. I'll talk more about that coming up. It's called tort negligence. You can Google it. I did. And it's a lot of information out there, some lawsuits out there about over promising and under delivering. Therefore, you're neglecting to fulfill what you said you could do. So you don't put it out there that you're giving advice, but you simply play your role as a coach, two-stepping. Play the role to help get your client to doing the Cabbage Patch and the snake. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch the replay. Because we snaking and cabbage patching over here. That's what a coach does. We ask really good questions that get our clients thinking, get our clients digging deep into their heart and the reason behind the goals that they want to achieve in their life. That's why it's important to know what a coach does and does not do. And I give way more tips and strategies over in my group over at www.futurebblacklifecoaches.com. FutureBlackLifeCoaches.com is the place to be if you really want more tips about how not to give advice, how not to share your opinion, but how to get your clients into action. Tell them, Coach Lorenzo, we help you get into action. But we can only help if that's what the client wants. If your client is coming to you for advice or a scripted out plan of exactly how to do whatever, that ain't coaching, sis. So I just wanted to jump on and share that. Thank you, Coach Jada, for your question. Coach Lorenzo's like, yes, ma'am. Hopefully my example was clear. I was fishing for a really good one. Usually it's numbers related. Someone wants to make a certain amount of money, lose a certain amount of weight, even gain a certain amount of social media followers. It's always figure outable where you start to reverse engineer or break down that goal into many action steps to help the clients take action versus waiting on you to give them advice or to share your opinion. Because when we share our advice or opinion, like Coach Lorenzo said, know your lane and skill set. You have to be careful with sharing your advice and your opinion because everyone is at a different place in their lives. So you could give someone a piece of advice or share an opinion that worked for you 20 years ago. But here we are in a whole new, century, modern time where things have changed. Culture dynamics have changed. Economics have changed. The world as we know it a couple years ago has changed. And if they go out and implement something that worked for you 20, 30 years ago in your heyday and it don't work, guess who they blaming? Guess who they coming back to? Guess who they mad at? And guess who they suing? Yeah, we talk about all that over at FutureBlackLifeCoaches.com and in our one-day Black Woman Christian Life Coach certification training. I am so excited, y'all. We just wrapped up our 5-day Future Black Life Coach Masterclass. We got some goodies planned. I'm coming up on my 9-year anniversary as a certified life coach. So y'all know I got some good for you. So make sure you join us over at FutureBlackLifeCoaches.com. I'm here plotting. Got my little journal here. And my pen is somewhere. I threw it to come on live with y'all. Probably when I was driving around the parking lot looking for another spot. It flew somewhere. But anyway, I'm going to sit here and finish up the rest of my $8 drink. Then I'm going to go buy me some wine in the grocery store. Don't judge me. Jesus turned water into wine. So I'm going to get me some Jesus juice. I need some. I usually keep some in the fridge, but I'm out. So I said, let me get out of the house today and go restock. Are there any questions about anything that I've shared? If you're watching the replay, tag me, honey. Ask your questions. I am here. I'm ready. I'm back on my grind thanks to a new coach. Well, she's not a new coach, but I revisited the information that she taught me months ago. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. So I'm back on at least once a week here on my lives, answering questions, all things about becoming a professionally trained, skilled, qualified Black woman Christian certified life coach. So if this is your lane, if this is your wheelhouse, welcome. You're welcome to stay. If you know someone who could use some tips on becoming a coach, tag them in the comments. Tell them to watch this video and join us over at futurebblacklifecoaches.com, because as you can see here on Facebook, I'm at my max of friends. I get more messages telling me how many friends I got and they can't accept my request because my friends list is full. And I'm like, child, just follow me over to futurebblacklifecoaches.com because that's all I talk about, becoming a Black woman Christian certified life coach. If it's not for you, thank you for the connection, but could you unfriend and make a spot for those who are ready? Because we got a lot of people that's ready. Are you ready? Meet me over at www.futurebblacklifecoaches.com. And until we meet again, my friend, I don't see any questions, so I will leave you with this. Remember, there's someone somewhere. They're waiting on you to walk in your destiny so they can walk into theirs. Because it's when you let your own light shine, you give others permission to do the same. And as a Black woman Christian certified life coach, when you impact just one life, child, you impact generations, honey. We have generations to impact by getting people into action, not giving them advice, and not getting sued. Meet me over at www.futurebblacklifecoaches.com, and I'll see you soon. Have a phenomenal rest of your day. I know I will. Cheers. Bye, Future Black Life Coaches.